And welcome back to the best thing you watched this week. Chris from Movies and Munchies is over there, and myself, Ruben, from the Ruby Tuesday, all the way from this side of the pond in the UK. Chris, how is the weather
It
over you
is
where you are?
glorious. It is a little warmer than it is for you right now, but it is
Mm,
overcast, a little bit
okay,
foggy, and
right.
if all goes well, it will stay gray.
So grey and depressing.
Nope, gray and glorious.
Okay. This week, yeah, I haven't spoken to you much this week because it's been that Christmas period where with family and generally doing that sort of stuff. So I'm interested to see what will be on your list of the best thing you
Mm.
watched and what will be the poo of the week. Uh, it's gonna be fun. I Yeah, I got some things to say about films you've already seen, so I won't go over them uh too quickly. But yeah, there was one, and the film that we watched together.
Oh, oh,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
There's
the
a
film that we chose to
yeah.
review that we both haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a great conversation.
Yep.
So, apart from that, thanks for joining us. If this is your first time, the format is we talk about the best things we watch this week, because that's what it's called. We've been doing this for about 4 years now, and we love it because we get to interact with everybody in the comments, which is awesome. And at the same time, if you want to interact with us more, we have a Discord that
We
is
do.
around. You can check in. There you go, on screen right now. Thank you, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Also in our descriptions for everything that that's coming up. Crochet Wild and Listen has really done a great job at putting that together. And then the Bearded Ones Patreon, which starts as £1, and all our patrons you'll see on the screen. We really get into more in-depth discussions. Like someone will request a film for us to watch, and we will natter for 10 to 40 minutes, depending on the movie. So it just depends on how much you want to listen to us talk. There is more of us, and there's more of our beards, and it starts at £1. And if once you get in there with £1, you can watch over 100 videos. So
That's a
uh,
deal.
yeah, try it and see what you think. Do you want to say hello to the people in the comments?
I do. I do.
Cool.
Let me write down a time code.
Okay. Are you physically writing?
No, I'm
No.
typing.
I'm going to have it crisp.
Oh, I finished my cupcake already, so we're
All
good to
right.
go.
Okay.
All right. Leo the short guy, we are glad that you're here. Awesome to have you.
Hey, Leo.
Okay. Is everybody still there?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Okay, good.
Did you just lose your
Because
interface again?
no, my whole, it's like my monitors are refreshing themselves and I don't know what's going on. Like I lost everything for a second there.
Oh, so
So,
weird. Okay.
yeah, okay. So, as long as we're good and we're back, we're fine. Happy Saturday to crochet a while and listen. And again, like Ruben said, thank you for setting up and maintaining the Discord.
Yeah.
I hopped in there last night for a second because I needed to see if something was on there, and it was. So cool. Little sugar, go time. Leon from Jamaica.
Oh,
Awesome.
wow. That's
Thank you
awesome.
for joining us. That's very cool.
What time is it in Jamaica right now?
Yeah, that's a good question. Probably what, like 4 to 5 hours ahead of my time,
Yeah,
maybe.
don't ask me about the world map.
Oh, goodness. Mr. Flickster, welcome. Hello, world. I'm glad you're here. Mode, hey.
Hey,
Uh,
mode.
oh, you just finished The Terror season 1.
Nice.
I really enjoyed season 1. Season 2 is vastly different.
Very, very, very different. Yeah.
So I didn't like I started like one episode I think and stopped because I was doing the wrong thing for myself. You know what I mean? You know when you go
Mhm.
into something and yeah, just so anyway, yeah, season 1 was awesome. Just kidding. Hey, I think we're good.
Hey
How are
there.
you?
Hello there.
Bunny Dojo, Rabbit Care, and Bun Fun. Hello. Happy Saturday. Glad that you're here. Noah Kaiser, hey, how are you? Good to have you. Oh yeah, hey, that would be great. I would love to. Just hit me up in like the email. That's the best way to do it. And once it's on my schedule, it's so much easier. So yes. Hey, Chris
Hey,
Retzlaff's here.
Chris.
Awesome catching us at the beginning.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Niket, hey, glad you're
Sloth,
here too.
sloth to you too as well, Niket.
uh, Abhiram, is that it? Abhiram?
Nice.
Hey, welcome. Glad that you're here. Looks like you're a Green Bay fan or maybe a
Might be
Ducks
a
fan.
pickup line because it's, hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? I like that better. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm walking here.
Exactly. Oh, great. All right. Well, hey, friends, we'll come back to the chat in just a little bit.
I love how bouncy my mic gets when I move and I hit the table. And
Hit the table. Oh,
yeah.
well, that's. Are you ready for the movie plot explained poorly?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oops. Wait. There we go. All right. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Okay.
A talking frog teaches people how to hit each other with neon tubes.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah, I mean that's a great one. I got that.
You got that one?
I guess
Okay.
it could be whichever one the talking frog is in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's see.
I
Anybody?
love the neon tubes bit. That's hilarious.
It always was the talking frog for me.
Right. So funny.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, if you know that, you can yell it in the chat there. Ruben, though, do you have a question for us?
Yeah. It's this one. There are so many Christmas movies that we do rankings and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to choose or even do a good ranking of a New Year's movie. Do you have any that you watch over New Year's time as you're like, this is New Year's movie? Like, what's a New Year's movie? So yeah, that's the question. What's your favorite New Year's movies to watch?
Well, let's see here. While You Were Sleeping not only takes place over Christmas, but also over what is it? New Year's, right? Yeah, you come back on Valentine's Day, you can burn down my apartment. The one that is it's not a yearly watch because it's not a happy movie, but one that I have enjoyed, Strange Days.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
With Ralph Fiennes, and that was weird and awesome. But yeah, I don't know. How about you? Are there any that you?
Well, I was looking at a list from Pure Wow, 52 New Year movies to watch as we get ready to ring in 2020. I don't know what that means. Anyway, they've got like 52 movies in their list. One of them is Snowpiercer from 2013 because Chris Evans' character picks New Year's Eve to start a revolt against the upper class, which is a great, like if you want to have a fighting, you go into New Year's, you fight. It's dark, but you're fighting for your right to survive, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or to party. I don't know.
I never think of that as a New Year's, but
I wouldn't. No.
But that's cool.
Ghostbusters 2. That's New Year's rather than Christmas.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't.
And Trading Places is another good pick, I think.
Because that's Christmas also, but it's by New Year's, right?
Yeah, but it's by New Year's, yeah.
Okay.
So I guess there's probably a few Christmas movies that cross over.
Yeah. I don't know. Are there any that are like absolutely just New Year's? Oh, no. Like, isn't there one?
There's one called New Year's Eve.
Well, that might be about it.
Charlie Brown's there's that one rather than Happy New Year, Charlie Brown.
Oh, okay, sure. That I think we're reaching here.
Rent.
Rent. Yeah.
between Christmas Eve
It's
and New
between.
Year's.
Yeah.
Mm.
That again, not a happy one, but also I love the movie of the
Yeah, it's
musical.
not. It's not happy at all.
No, no.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments. Have you got any that are just New Year's?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Crochet a while and listen got the movie plot explained
Yeah.
poorly. Nice. Star Wars there.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Oh, I need to write down a time code here. Bruno, hey, hello to both of you. This is the first time I caught the show live. Oh, um, I'm gonna do a best of movie list on my channel. I'm assuming Ruben will probably do something like that as well.
Mm.
We used to do worst, but we've strayed away from that the last couple of years, just because it felt like we were pooing on people's things intentionally,
Mm.
and and that's not what we like to do.
And art is so subjective. I'd rather celebrate film. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, you can totally disagree with our picks.
Oh yeah.
That's
And you should.
yeah, exactly. Yes. We are doing, though, a top 10 ranking, or like the top 10 movies and series that we're looking forward to in the coming year for our Patreon. So if you want to check that out, that'll be coming very, very soon. So just getting up. Yep. Thank you. Appreciate that. Sonic 3, fast-paced, non-stop action with humor, plenty of game references, very enjoyable, rewatchable fun. Yeah, it was. I thought it was fun too. Have you got to see it yet, Ruben?
I saw it this week with the family, and
Oh, cool.
it was great. Yeah.
Okay, good. Mode, thinking about whether to watch the Terror season 2. IMDb ratings don't look good. Yeah, really. AMC just announced season 3, Devil in Silver. Oh.
Really? Oh, I thought it had been a while since. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I know that their anthology series, not a continuation, which I don't know why they continue to call it The Terror, because in the first season, it's about the ship.
It's different. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I guess like Amazon, or Prime Videos, they have them. They, but it does link. The Terror sort of links.
Does season 2 link to season 1?
No.
Okay.
I was just thinking in name. Yeah.
Well, sure. Okay.
My name's Bob, and my grandpappy's name was also Bob.
Hey, I have an uncle named Bob. They must be related.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah. So I think just know that going in, Mode. If you it's going to be drastically different. So as long as your brain can shift those gears, mine had a tough time. Yeah. Landman. I have not watched yet. Have you watched yet?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only so many of those serious ones I can watch at the same time. I think that's one I'll wait until it's like out, and then just if I have the time. Yeah. I mean, if I'm honest, it's not high up on my list because there's so much. So
yeah, it does look intriguing because I like. Isn't that Billy Bob Thornton? Is that who that is?
I think so.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's one of the Paramount dramas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Love the line, "The light shines even though the star is gone." Yeah, that was a great quote in there. And Matthew, you're barely late.
We've just started.
Good morning. Well, we're glad you're here. Let's see. Crochet a while and listen. Watched this week. That Christmas, 4 out of 5. I didn't see that one. That was a new
Netflix.
One, right?
Yeah, it's by the writers of Love Actually. Notting Hill, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
An animated movie.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. Okay. Christmas Chronicles 2. That one's fun as well. Yeah. Home Alone. A Boy Named Christmas.
Yeah. That's a movie.
Yes. I don't remember that one.
I haven't seen that one.
Minions and More. My guess is that was with the grandkids. But it's okay if it wasn't, because I'm totally down to watch cartoons by
No
myself. So
judging.
no, not at all. A Year Without Santa Claus, and then Rise of the Guardians.
I like that one. That one doesn't get enough love.
Is that
It's got Santa Claus, it's got the Sandman, it's got Jack Frost, the
Chris
animation in
Pine
that.
and all them, right?
Yeah, that film does not get enough love.
It has been like forever since I've seen that.
It must have been something that came out like the same time that just kind of shadowed this one, because I felt like this just came out and nobody talks about it. And my boys and I watched it, and I've seen it a few times now. It's like, this is a great film.
Yeah, the voice cast is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, good. That's a lot of good watching right there too. None of them like that turned out to be poo. At least in this list, you might get to your poo later when we get to ours. Mode watch small things like these. Powerful, thought-provoking, and absolutely mesmerizing. We will be talking about that later.
We're actually going to be talking about that today.
Yeah. Let's see. Chris is going to see Nosferatu tomorrow. Huge Eggers fan. Wife, not so much.
It's not out yet, but on the 1st, I'm going. I am going, and I'm dragging whoever is still in my house. It's just to go and see it.
Nice. Chris, I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. Okay,
Woo!
so I will get to Nosferatu in just a little
No
bit.
spoilers.
Spoiler free. Yes, especially because it just came out first off. Shows were sold out, so it was hard maybe for people to get in.
Yeah.
And then in parts of the world, it is not out. So,
nope.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Okay. Hey, Amy, we're glad you're here. You're late. You haven't really missed anything. We've been chatting. Ruben asked this question about New Year's movies, like specifically New Year's, like are there movies that you watch over New Year's? And I did
Chris was making fun of Yoda's lightsaber. So
yes, exactly. But other than that, just kidding. What's better, Alice in Borderlands or Squid Game?
Very different genre.
Mm-hmm. Even though they're both deadly games.
Yes.
But a different approach to it completely.
For sure. I like them both.
I do too. I've got one episode left of Squid Game to finish.
Oh, season 2?
For season 2, yeah.
Yeah. Massive cliffhanger.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it's not going to be several years.
But season 3 is coming out in a few days' time this year, like in 2025. They've already filmed it. It's done. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with that then. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Matthew was just rewatching Jaws last night. Oh, it's been a little while since I've seen that.
The movie about the shark? So dull.
I'm gonna need a bigger boat.
Gosh, I'm gonna need a bigger audience.
Oh my gosh, you're seeing Nosferatu in IMAX tonight.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to see that in IMAX.
I do want to go back and see it in IMAX. I think would be
just for the filmmaking, the cinematographer. There's the stills I've seen. I'm like, this is gonna be so good.
It's there's a lot to talk about there. Underrated TV show of 2024. Oh,
I'm gonna be talking about one today.
Are you
an
underrated one, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I would have to go back and see. I don't know. Nothing comes to mind like that was like a sleeper hit or something like that, or that like nobody was talking about. I don't know. Say Nothing. I don't know how many people watch that. It was about the Troubles and the IRA.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. So
yeah, I don't think I saw that one. I remember you talking about it.
And I came late to it too. So, Slow Horses, Amy. Oh,
yeah. Welcome to the club.
Oh, yeah. There should be. They've already announced season 5, maybe 6.
As far as I know, they're doing 6 at least. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. So yeah, Gary Oldman is.
Yeah, I mean, if we could dedicate this channel probably just to Gary Oldman and Slow Horses, we probably would.
Can do a whole day on him. That would be wonderful.
For sure.
Nice. Bunny Dojo. Usually watch Disney and feel good movies. I think towards the like holiday and then towards New Year's episodes that or they especially help of mixed feelings of holidays. Yep, happiness,
Yeah,
fear, regret.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely right. That's spot on.
Alice in Borderland for just skidding, but haven't seen Squid Game much.
Mm. I mean, if I was to go back, I think I would rather watch Alice in Borderland again rather than Squid Game. I feel like Squid Games, because it's how popular it was, it just was saturated in the zeitgeist, like everything, just Squid Game. And just so that feels even season 2, although I know it's probably as good as season 1, I was still like, did we need this though? Yeah.
Yeah, well, and it's different too.
Mm,
Season 2 is definitely a
very
different.
different.
So, which I like some of that.
Yep.
One thing I was just like, oh, that's so obvious that you're going to do that, and they did it. So I mean, yeah. Anyway, Bunny Dojo
Scariest.
seeing
I was to say the scariest game of rock paper scissors I've ever seen.
Oh, dude, yeah, that. Good Lord,
Yeah.
and I loved that conclusion because it was somebody is definitely winning and somebody is definitely losing, and it
was so tense. Yeah,
it was
amazing.
And the fact that they don't show it that time too, that was even better. I was like, damn it. Oh, Bunny Jojo seeing Sonic 3 tomorrow. Well, I hope you have fun with that. Chris, love Nosferatu. You're digging What If, and you rewatched Total Recall. My guess is that that's going to be the Arnie one and not the Colin Farrell one, right?
Yes.
If you've seen it 300th times.
Yeah, gotta be the Arnie one. Yeah.
Quagan. Okay, top 5 horror movies for Mr. Flickster: Oddity, Longlegs, Alien Romulus, Lisa Frankenstein, and Terrifier 3.
Nice
Good
list.
choices. That is, yeah. Haven't seen Nosferatu yet, so that's why it may or may not be in that list. Fair enough. That works. All right, Ruben, should we dive in?
Yeah.
And talk about the best thing we watched.
Sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's start with something that's not particularly the best because I haven't seen all of it yet, but you'll understand. There are episodes of it that I thought were excellent, and then there are some that were just mediocre. So it's What If season 3, and season 3 is not all out yet, so because they started late. But the What If season 3 is the continued multiverse. Not even a multiverse. It's our Avengers sort of characters from Marvel. That's what if they did something different, and then that spawned a different. So if Captain Marvel or America is someone different, or they made a different decision, and those have always been fun, I found, because we get to see those characters in situations we wouldn't necessarily think of. And then sometimes we get to see, I guess, that like true geekdom or nerddom, wanting to see some of those comic books that we know is never going to get made into a live action. Or if they tried, would probably fail horribly. This season 2, we had like the zombies one, Marvel Zombies, which was great. Did a really great job. This time around, one of the first episodes, I think, is basically Avengers Gundam. So yeah, you have the Avengers, and they build into like a robotic suit. They've got to fight the spawns of Hulk, like abominations and apex predators. So basically, it's like a mixture of Hulk world with Pacific Rim, with Gundam and Marvel, and it's just chaos and had a good story, and you felt for Hulk again, and I'm glad they started with that. I'm tired of moaning about Hulk not getting his he's due, not getting a proper movie. This felt like another kind of prod going, hey, you still didn't have one, but here's one or an idea that you could do that's something amazing. Because I feel like the whole story of Hulk hasn't really even been touched on. Like there's a lot that we could really do with him. We don't need to see him. We don't need to see the Batman parents die, and we don't need to see Bruce Banner get into the gamma machine again. You know, we want to see what his adventures are. They hinted at with his son, you know, so this gets to tap and play with that. So where there are some episodes so far that have been like stellar, there's been others that I've just gone, yeah. There was one with Agatha, and I was like I don't care enough about the Agatha character. Maybe others will. Like, I didn't really care about her character as a side character in Wonder that much, and I didn't care about it in Agatha. It was Agatha all along. I never really cared about the characters or the side characters. So it was an interesting one for them to go and do a whole dedicated episode in that. But like, I think if you've been into season 1 and 2, you'll find a lot of love here with the score, the voice cast. They're pretty much all back. Like, really? They're not like, you know, getting someone to sound like David Harbour. No, David Harbour is back playing his character. So you hear the new Captain America. You hear, you know, all those actors that you'd expect to hear. And for the most part, I think they're all there. I didn't check the credits for all of them, but in IMDb at least they're listed as having returned. Animation is great, and not particularly short episodes, like half an hour. Normal like anime is like 23 minutes. So they must have been working on this like the get-go to churn them out as quickly as they're doing. It's almost every year now. So I don't know if they're going to continue doing it, but it's interesting that where they are with each season is the new characters, or what's left with is who they're really playing with, and then showing us different iterations of that. So I think it's a nice one to dip in and out of. You choose which characters you really like, and then you go, yeah, I'm going to watch that episode. There might be someone you don't care about, but seeing them do something different is always great. And, you know, it's a one and done, and then it's over. Not asking much of your time.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm not going to talk anymore about that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Well, all right. Then I will talk about a vampire.
Okay.
Nosferatu. So you've got Nicholas Hoult and Lily Rose Depp, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Emma Corrin, Willem Dafoe, Ralph Ineson.
The cast alone is worth. Good Lord.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Simon McBurney. And then the one character that I may have known at some point, but going into the movie, I did not know until the very end.
Right.
Bill Skarsgård as Orlok.
As Orlok, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen Jeremy Jans's review on Nosferatu.
No.
But he was like, how is he Nosferatu? Like, he can't see Skarsgård. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. No, you
that?
can't.
Yeah.
I didn't. I like literally. I did not know it was Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah,
that's
just good news. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was great. Something weird that has been popping up in my comments, and I don't understand why this is a sticking point for a lot of people. They seem to be upset. Some of them irrationally so, that Nosferatu has a mustache.
Okay.
Because this is not a remake of Murnau's film.
No.
You know, Edgar's took that and then also took Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I was going to say, even the original was a take on something else. So, yeah.
Yeah. You know, mixed those together to tell a different type of story using the character of Orlok in a reimagined type of thing. Well, he places him in Transylvania, you know, so up in the hills near the Romani travelers and stuff. So for him to have facial hair is not weird.
It's a weird sticking point, that.
It is. The amount of comments that I've seen on his mustache.
That's hilarious.
Like
if this was something like, you know, Superman, which like a digital mustache on, you'd be like, yeah, fair enough.
Well, yeah, but this is and let me tell you, Orlok is not a handsome guy at all.
Oh,
Eggers created that character to be undead. I mean, ghoulish, grotesque. And that's what works because of the obsession and the obsession between his character and Lily Rose Depp's character.
right.
And there's a draw and a connection there that is seemingly unbreakable. I mean, it's present the entire movie from the very opening scene. The filmmaking in this is beautiful. I mean, the long shots, the sweeping pans. Like I had said in my review, like a lot of old school techniques also where you zoom into the back of a person's head so that it goes dark, and then you can zoom back out into something, that goes dark to light again.
Nice. Is it black and white?
No, it's not. It's
It's
color, but the nighttime scenes are the whole movie feels a little desaturated.
right.
So once you get to the nighttime scenes, they're not quite black and white, but they're definitely dulled within that. So it becomes like they have a bluish hue. And to me, I mean, admit it feels colder because the whole place it's cold. There is we see it in the trailers, the use of shadow, right?
Yeah.
Of Nosferatu's shadow.
Yeah.
And that's really where you get that huge nod to Murnau.
No.
Because you can see the outline.
The Bram Stoker stretching sort of shadow.
Well, that too, but not. I mean, talking about when you see him in the profile picture, like you'll just see it through through curtains or something.
Oh, right.
It really harkens back to Murnau's Nosferatu. So
Okay.
you don't see the facial hair. You know what I mean? You see a smoother head, or at least something that looks like a smoother head. And you see the long, like bony fingers and stuff like that as it goes forward. But then, yeah, you also get the Stoker's stuff, where it like flying over the city or like overtaking the city
Nice.
type of thing there. It's beautifully done. The story is, gosh, it's slower. Okay. And so it's not a fast paced type of thing. I had said that upon the end of the movie, there are scenes that I didn't recognize while watching that I would have cut out. That they made it feel longer than it was.
Right.
And ultimately weren't necessary to push the story forward. They're fine that they're in there, but they make it.
I would have expected that because that's always been the issue. I love his films, but I've always had that issue with The Northman. Definitely had that same feeling. There were long, drawn-out scenes that you could have. We understand what you're trying to do with the scene, but you stay there for too long. I think the Witch is the only one I didn't have that issue with, but Lighthouse was also when I had the same, like what you mentioned.
Yeah, and it's funny too though, because like while watching it, I didn't notice that. You know what I mean? Like I was sucked into it. It was only afterwards where I was able to then go, oh, okay, now that I've seen the complete picture of this, this piece over here was fine, but it also just added time and
so on reflection. That's interesting.
Exactly. Yeah. The characters I think are wonderful. I mean, Nicholas Hoult, he has the prominence for the first portion of the film.
Okay.
And we follow his character, and then it transitions to Lily Rose Depp within there. But within that, we also get Willem Dafoe and Ralph Ineson.
I hear Corinne as well as a side character does an amazing job as well.
She was great. Yeah, Emma Corrin was wonderful. She was. I liked her a lot. Aaron Taylor Johnson was weird.
Okay.
Like I didn't hate him in this, but like the accent to me felt weird.
Better than Craven though.
I didn't see Craven, so I don't know. I'm
Okay.
sure he was better than Craven in that, and whatever accent he was doing there. This one,
Yeah.
it almost felt though like he was trying to suppress his British accent, and I don't know why. Because even
I
though
would have
this
just
takes
let him
place,
run with it. Yeah.
well, it takes place in Germany, but
Right.
nobody else is doing some weird accent or
Yeah,
outside of their,
exactly.
you know what I mean? So it didn't like whatever. If everybody's doing their own accent, then I don't care. It's only
Mm.
when you have one person kind of doing something different and weird that it doesn't work. Um, he was fine though. I mean, he had this tragicness to him,
Mm.
which I liked.
Okay.
The there are a lot of unsettling pieces to this,
Mm.
where not scary necessarily, but uncomfortable or eerie.
Mm.
Like you don't feel awesome while watching some of these. Like it's very
But
just
the comments I've
disquieting.
heard is that this is a return to what vampire lore should be. We're not even closely in the vicinity of sparkly, happy, nice, friendly vampire. This is where the lore came from originally. It's a horror, you know. So it might not be scary, but it's a horror movie.
Yeah, and that's what something actually me and my wife and the kids were talking about last night,
Mm.
because all four of us went and saw it on Christmas. But this, for so long, vampires have been romanticized,
Yeah,
right? And so they've made to be pretty.
yeah,
They're not even sparkly. You can take away the silly sparkliness of them, but a lot of them have this sex appeal to them, right?
yes,
The
yeah.
smooth skin. There's something
Lestat.
just, yeah, there's something mysterious, and that is not this at all. This is, you feel when Nicholas Holt is first in the presence of Count Orlok,
Mm.
you feel his like terror, and he doesn't even know why necessarily.
Amazing.
And
Yeah.
that's what's really good. And so that level of dread
Mm.
um builds and builds and builds.
I
Uh,
can't wait. Yeah,
yeah, it
I'm so
was
looking forward to this.
yeah, it was done really, really well. The ending is it's gnarly. Um
Oh,
there is this thing that I appreciate that happens consistently throughout the movie whenever we see Orlok feeding.
hmm.
And it one point it made me laugh because of just how the scene played out,
Yeah.
but every single time I was kind of like,
Oh
just
no.
it added a little bit of gag to it. One other thing that I said in my review, because I'm probably the only geek that recognized it or saw it or even heard it.
Mm.
But if you watch the original DuckTales, the original from the mid '80s, episode 1 has a character named El Capitan, and funny enough, he has a long mustache too, but he wheezes as he speaks. And
Brilliant.
so when he's done, or when he's not speaking, he
Nice.
Skarsgård does that for
Brilliant.
Orlok. And so
Okay.
no joke, like almost instantly, I was like, "Oh crap." And that's all I could see then. And it just made me laugh to myself because
What's making me laugh is every time you say Orlok, I just hear Megamind going, Olo. Yeah.
there you go
Anyway.
then.
Yeah. That
Oh,
sounds fantastic. Yeah.
dude, I can't wait for you to see this.
Mm.
Yeah, it was like I want to see this again. And as far as Eggers movies go in the ranking, um, The Witch is still the
Still
bottom
your
of the
favorite.
list for me.
Oh, bottom.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's my
I
favorite.
have
That's so weird.
really see. Everybody like the first time I saw it, I absolutely hated it,
Hmm.
and I went back to it because I had then watched Hereditary a few years later,
Right.
and it changed the way I watched horror movies. So I thought,
Mm.
okay, this is an intelligent horror movie, not a just, your traditional type of thing. Let me rewatch it. I
Mm.
appreciate it. I think it's done really well. I just, for me, it's, I think I would put, I would need to see both of them again, so that I could really but number one and number two interchangeably at this point would be The Lighthouse or Nosferatu. Both of those are taking the top two spots, then Northman, and then Witch.
Nice. Okay.
So, yeah.
But I mean, how to choose from those? Like, they're all great.
Exactly. Yeah. He hasn't had poo yet in it. Like, just because I put The Witch
Just because you
at
put one
number
of them on a
4.
different list. Yeah. That's like comparing this is good and also this is good. This
is less good to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's not like this is bad. It's just this is
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. Nice.
All right. Shall we go to the chat?
Sure.
Okay, let's see here. More of the best thing watch this week. Let's see. For Crochet Wild, listen, Castle Season 2. Well, 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Wow. Hogfather. 4.5.
Oh, the Terry Pratchett's one. I love that.
Oh.
I think Hogfather is a 2-parter. It's like a mini series. If
okay.
I'm remembering.
This says 3-part.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So yeah, but that's cool. Okay. If you've never read the books, you probably won't like it. Interesting. Okay.
Never read the book. Loved it. So.
Well, good. Okay. But if you know the books, it's great. So there you go. But apparently not bad either way. Feelings on the Northman. What do you think, Ruben?
Loved it the first time. Tried to watch it again the second time. And it was like, this film is slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. I definitely weird, which I expected though. So that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people went in hoping that it was like proper Viking
action type of
movie. And it's art house for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I enjoy it. I do need to watch it again because it's been a while since I've seen it. So Gary Oldman had a mustache in Dracula and no one cared. But see, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Josh, he hurt his heart.
I was joking. Really joking.
Oh, not without singing the blues. Oh, hey, you've paused Squid Game to jump in for this. Well, thank you.
Oh, thanks, man.
That's good. What episode are you on? Because
I can tell you what to look forward to in the next episode.
No, don't.
The
do
best
that.
bit is
no, don't do that. No, don't tell us what episode you're on, so Ruben can't. Wouldn't ruin it. Hey, Bronson, we're doing well. How are you? Good, I think. I was waiting for a response right there, which is weird because it was just. Anyway.
Imagine a voice suddenly. Yes, I'm doing well, thank you. I don't know. He speaks like that. That's his voice from now on. Bronson. Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if yours top TV show lists of the year coming out. I'm not going to be doing a series. I don't think. I don't have one planned yet, even though I do have a list built. So maybe I'll do it.
But we are doing top 10 TV series we're looking forward to on Patreon. So you can check that out in the coming week or so.
Yes. And the our movies probably will be coming out this week or in the next couple of days before the end of the year. Yeah. Oh, just started second episode so early. Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Right on, Ruben. What you got? What's next on your list?
I've got an itch on my ear.
Okay.
Okay, so I finally got around to Shrinking season 2. And I'm 3/4 of the way through, so I got a couple more episodes left. But Harrison Ford is back, along with Jason Segel, Jessica Williams, Luke Tenney as Sean. From the first season, Luke Tenney, who plays Sean, is living with Jimmy, Jason Segel, which is like crossing the line anyway, because Jason Segel is a therapist, and he's one of his clients.
Oh.
But he's trying different therapy, so he's spreading out. And season 2 is like the repercussions from his different therapy. They've helped somewhat. They've also caused chaos somewhat. And so Harrison Ford is his character, who is the kind of the big dad therapist of the three in the business, is taking on Sean as his client this time round, so that he can separate the friendship that's not meant to happen with your client, so they can just be friends, and then he can actually have some therapy. But I love the character of Luke Tenney, Sean, in this season, because he's a vet with father issues, with anger issues. You see him wanting to boil over and break. He has, as one of his biggest therapy coping mechanisms, is to do certain things that will stop him from exploding and either beating someone near to death or getting in a fight, just so he can feel something and not feel the emotion that he's currently feeling. So he's to not deal with everything that's gone wrong in his life. He'd rather be in a fight, sort of thing. So that's how his anger and emotion. So we get to see some like real proper therapy stuff. On the juxtaposition side of that, the scripting and the dialogue is so real and funny that it reminds me a lot that my son was watching with me, and he said, this reminds me of that Netflix The Good Place. Is that sort of bouncy, witty dialogue. So what you have is a series about psychologists who are more broken than the people that they're doing therapy, which is often the case. The psychologists often have to be in therapy themselves, and I think every therapist should be, because of all the crap that they hear us put on them. Surely that's a first port of call. But seeing Harrison Ford and Jason Segel on screen together, they're fantastic. Their relationship is a sort of father-son surrogate relationship. He is the sort of dad. He's got Parkinson's, and so he's trying to deal with that. So they're all dealing with their own life issues. And then seeing how the friendships develop out of that, the brokenness that they display, and whether they're, as therapists, are going to try and use some of the things that they know, the skills. Of course they're not. They're going to be as messy as everyone else. And we also have a fantastic like neighbor situation where Jason Segel lives. His neighbor is a big part of his life, and he's lost his wife in season 1. He's trying to fix his relationship with his daughter because of that. There's a bunch of stuff that they're trying to figure. It's just a day in the life of, but with some fantastic quirky dialogue that I think will leave a lot of people crying at the same time. I'm amazed at the it's one of those series that I'm trying to think of similar series where they do this, where you can be laughing and then suddenly have a gut punch. And it's a real emotional roller coaster. And I was talking earlier, we were saying like, what's one series that's sat on? Like Shrinking is there. Not a lot of people are talking about this series, but it's got Jason Segel and Harrison Ford on screen together. Like, he hasn't, as far as I'm aware, he hasn't done a TV series before. And
I don't think so.
He's fantastic in it. Seeing him have that charisma on screen, but playing with the fact that he is older now. He's I think, is he 80 or something?
He's close, if not,
right. And so he can play that old man, that therapist, that surrogate father well, but he still is Harrison Ford. Season 2, he takes his shirt off and the dude still looks great. It's really depressing. There are so many great relationships on display here, from every walk of life, from every kind of age demographic. But what I love is the fact that they feel so real, as well as you realize that people probably wouldn't respond the way they do. For one, they're very trained psychologists, so they have witty, hurtful banter because they're the smartest people in the room normally when it comes to psychology, at least, and so they're able to prod you in the best way possible. The reflection on life and situations they're not afraid to tackle, which is often a good. It's often a good if you're trying to find something where a series doesn't have an agenda of, hey, now we're gonna be multicultural for this reason. Now we're gonna have people that are gay, and we're gonna try and take all the levels. No, it has all of that, but that isn't the message. It's just people is the story. And so you might have a couple that is gay that is one of the friends of someone. You might have a multicultural cast, but that's just because they needed to be there for the writing that is amazing, great acting. I hate shows that do that kind of, oh, we need to tick certain boxes, and now we're going to have, because this person is female and black, she's going to now talk about the multiculturalness of her, like really go into her history, and like that's not needed. If you want to say that in a really tight script, you can do that. And that's why I like this, because it's just about family. It's about broken friendships that need to be fixed. It's about the crazy things that life brings us. I always love that saying where people go, life is often crazier than fiction, right? And this show shows that, the hurtful things that people go through, losing a loved one, all of like having all the veterans from war coming back with the baggage they do, and then showcasing that by trying to live well. It packs all of that in a really tight, short episodes. So they're about 35 minutes. They're not like chunky, but they're not short. If you're sitting on this wondering whether it's any good, you really should give this a go. It's very good. Yeah.
Is the whole thing out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's been out for a while now, I think. So probably.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yep, I definitely need to see this. Everybody keeps telling me.
Mm-hmm. So what's next on your list?
This is a show that I honestly did not want to watch.
Okay.
My wife was like, "No, it looks cute. Let's check it out." And as is per usual, she was right. It was amazing.
Okay.
It's called A Man on the Inside. It is a series with Ted Danson on Netflix.
Yeah.
Season 1 is out. Season 2 has already been announced. And it's Charles, this retired professor, gets a new lease on life when he answers an ad from a private investigator and becomes a mole in a secret investigation in a retirement community. This is... Ted Danson is ridiculous in this in all of the best ways possible. He is... I didn't totally know what it was before I started watching. I thought like he was actually like a detective or CIA, like former spy, something like that. No, he is everyman, and he has no skills whatsoever other than he, out of all of the rest of the applicants for this, could proficiently use his phone.
Because cliche, old people don't know how to use digital phones.
Yeah, and so it's done so well. I mean, the storytelling is quick, laugh out loud funny, very cute. It's eight episodes, I think, not 8 or 9 episodes, 30 minutes each. Okay, and so it goes by quick. We binged it in one sitting.
Wow.
We started it and just didn't want to stop it. That's how much fun it was. It was just like you felt good while you were watching it, because Ted Danson goes into this retirement community. He is a widower, and they use that, they weave that in, and actually some of what happened to his wife to help give you some emotional moments within the show. And so they feel real, because Ted Danson, I mean, the pauses that he takes, the facial expressions, the stuttering that comes from a realization of something or being sidelined by something that he just didn't, even expect to see or, experience. So it has that, but it doesn't leave you sitting in a terrible or a depressed state. Like, you can feel for him, you can feel the sadness, and they weave that through, but in very natural ways. and then they compound it and make it even better by adding some incredible humor to it. Ted Danson, I mean, he's like thinking back to Cheers and stuff, just the quick.
Sure, but he was great in The Good Place as well, right?
Sure. I never watched it.
Oh, you never watched it? Yeah.
It's American TV. Okay. So this is why I also didn't want to watch this. It was American TV.
If you liked this, I'm sure you'd love The Good Place.
Probably. This takes place, even though not all of it is filmed there, it takes place in San Francisco. So there is a ton of shots and everything, establishing shots and some exteriors. There's even one episode that takes place, like they filmed in San Francisco because they go to places that they didn't fake.
Right.
Not for this production. I mean, it's not like a $20
They wouldn't have a huge budget
movie.
for
effects
and stuff.
Yeah, to make Oracle Park where the Giants play and stuff. Yeah, exactly. But when he gets to the retirement home, it's all of the quirks that come from all of the people that work in there. Some of them are the staff, and when I say work, I mean just exist within, because there's also so many of the retirees. And there's all kinds of stuff going on in there, from relationships to people looking for a relationship, to people who are just going through the last stage of their life. You know what I mean? And it's not like, this isn't when it's retirement community. I mean, these are people like they have happy hour at one point. It starts at 3:30, which everybody loves because, they have dinner.
Hilarious.
Yeah. But they're getting schnockered. I mean, it's not like, I don't know, like they just serve juice. No. They have full bar. So it's, I mean, so when you think retirement, you can't think
expensive
like
retirement place.
Yeah. It's not old person's home, just old person's home. I mean, it's
fancy old person's home.
Yeah. Where literally, like, it turns out to be a really great thing for Ted Danson because he's been living it at home alone. And he goes through this routine every day, but he's lonely. And
is there a good story? Is that the story?
Gosh. No, that's not the story. The story that gets it in is a rich person's mom is in the retirement home. Her necklace is stolen. The son, hires, who's a dick, by the way. He's just a terrible person.
Of course he is.
He hires the private investigator to do that. Well, she needs somebody that she can be like a relative of to actually get in, because she can't get in there and just walk around.
Right.
And that's when she hires Ted Danson. And so then it's him being an investigator on the inside.
Brilliant.
And I got to tell you, like, there are so many things where you can just see it working, like coming about naturally, because the private investigator was like, we're not doing this. And then somebody comes into the room that's on staff or something, and he does it anyway. And now she's stuck with doing this bit.
Nice.
It's just, and that later on, that setup is going to be used for a different type of payoff later. Yeah, exactly. So it is. Seriously, if you're looking for a feel-good type of show, like if you've watched, maybe even Shrinking, or Ted Lasso, something like that, where it has emotion to it, it still will hit you in the gut at the right moments, but the overall tone and tenor is very positive, very upbeat. You have huge friendships being built and sweetness there, and just care and concern, all while kind of a mystery's playing out. I mean, you don't I didn't care about the mystery, because it's ultimately unimportant.
That's superfluous to the journey that Ted Danson's character is going on.
Exactly. Yeah. And so it also brings in his daughter, her husband, their kids, which it got a little annoying with the kids, because they're like, I don't know, Gen Alpha, maybe. Some of the setups with them are funny. Some of it I was just like, I'm going to slap you, child, because you know.
We're going to talk about annoying kids in a bit, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I mean, you get, what it partially reminded me of, but for me, in a better feel good way, less maybe angry or snarky. Only Murders in the Building.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it has some of that within this, but that's way more focused on the investigation and the antics that they get up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is and while you have all those weird, quirky older people that take place in that show, this one kind of plays on that also. But for me, it was a much easier binge. Like I find it hard for me to get through Only Seasons in the Building.
Yeah, I can see that. I can understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm writing down a time code.
Don't have to be sorry. I'm sorry, eh? Sorry,
Sorry, okay, we'll go back to the chat for just a second. Amy, you just started Squid Game 2, season 2. It's different. It's a very different feel. The first 2 episodes, you don't even get to games yet.
No.
So,
well,
sure, yeah, well, yes, but that's a whole different game.
Game of life.
Yeah. For me, somebody who has not finished the series yet, I have 1 episode left. Even though it's a different form of storytelling, and because you have a different type of story being executed here, I'm still enjoying it a lot.
Mm. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Poor Things. That's the one with Emma Stone, right? And Mark Ruffalo.
Loved
Ruben,
it.
Your thoughts on that one?
Love that film. Such a great film.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was batshit crazy, and it was weird, but I like Ruben not so much.
I can appreciate the creativity in it. I just found it very boring, if I'm honest. So yeah,
fair enough. Did we see Flow?
Ooh, no, the animated movie that's out now. Oh man, I really wanted to watch that. I just didn't get to it. I hear only good things.
A friend of mine, Nick from Movie Emporium on YouTube, he had messaged me once he saw this, and he was like, "This might be like animated movie of the year first off, and then in top 10 of best movies of the year."
Yeah, I got it because loads of people told us to watch the robot.
Wild Robot.
The Wild Robot.
Yeah,
and they were all right. Like that was incredible. So yeah.
No, you do not need to watch Demeter before you watch Nosferatu. There is a small segment of Demeter within Nosferatu because it's a very, very small chapter within Bram Stoker's Dracula.
But they're not connected. It's not a universe.
No, it's not a universe because he's telling Eggers is mixing the stories of both Nosferatu and Dracula. We see Count Orlok coming from one location to another, and he goes by boat on the Demeter. And so you get the gist of what goes on in this. If you want a full story of the Demeter, hey, watch that. I thought it was great. I thought it was very enjoyable.
I really enjoyed the Demeter. It's fun.
Yeah. But you do not need to see that because the context is there, and it's really all you need because it's truly just him getting from point A to point B.
Hello.
Thoughts on season 2 of Creature of Gyeongsong? Bernie, hey. Did I don't think I is that out yet, or is that
modern? Yeah, no, it's out. That was the modern. They went to modern day.
That's right. Yeah, Gyeongsong Creature. Yeah. And
they split the season up as well. And I think that really hurt it.
I did not watch season 2. Because season 1, that was at the place, right? With the
with the creature from Stranger Things, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Brutal.
Yeah, I really enjoyed season 1. Okay. Yeah. Did you see it, Bernie? Have you watched season 2? Are you gonna watch the second part, which comes out on the 5th? Yeah. Best anime for storytelling, puzzle solving, PS4 or Xbox. Best anime game. Sorry, I missed a word there.
Oh, I don't really play many anime games because they tend to not be great. They tend to be kind of like, hey, do you like this anime? Play this anime game. That's not a cash out at all. One Piece had loads of that. But a few of them are good, but I don't know of any puzzle ones. They're mostly fighting ones.
Hmm.
Persona has an anime, but I think the game came first and then the anime. So, but yeah, Persona is great.
I can't weigh in on that. Can we imagine Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin fighting Jim Carrey as the Grinch?
Oh, wow. I would love to see that. Do you remember we used to get Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yes.
That would be a great episode. Yeah.
Well, and it neither of them would play by the rules. That would be awesome.
All the greens, so we could put Hulk in there and just have them Hulk smash. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Puny Goblin.
Ted Danson and Becker. Also, I think I saw an episode or a couple episodes of that where he was he a detective, a private eye or something? I don't remember what it was, but yeah.
I can't weigh in on that.
It was American. I'm surprised you can't and I can. Saw the movie The Matchstick Men with Nick Cage and Sam Rockwell.
Yes. Very underrated film.
I own it on digital and I've never seen it.
Dude. It's Sam Rockwell. You love Rockwell.
I know. Yeah. I do. It makes everything better. Okay. So I'll have to watch it. All right.
Yeah. Great film.
Mr. Flickster was disappointed by Last Voyage of the Demeter. So
okay.
There you go. Yep. Danson was a doctor in Becker.
Oh.
Okay. So there you go. Ruben, what you got? Do you have anything good or just poo now?
Okay, I'm not going to talk about the good. I'm just going to mention that. Yeah, I went to cinema with family to watch Sonic 3.
Okay.
I thought that was great. I thought Shadow was excellent. I thought Keanu Reeves did a great job. I thought the backstory, they went darker than I was expecting it to be. I love the end credit scene where we're like, if you just thought this was going to be a lone trilogy, nope, they're continuing to bring in those characters that everybody loves and kind of go crazy for. It was interesting. I saw Sonic 3 with my sister's husband, and he's like a massive Shadow fan. And so he was like equal parts loving it and equal parts hating it. Every time there was something that he didn't like, they did something that he loved. So they were like balancing it out. Like when you're such a hardcore fan of a particular character, it's hard not to, criticize why haven't they done this or why are they doing that? And then like, I love what they did there. But we all came out with massive smiles on our faces, just really enjoying, having a great time. As it stands at the moment, great trilogy. We watched the first one in prep. We didn't get around to watching the second one again, but I love that there's a mention of Keanu Reeves in the first one, and now we have him in the third one as Shadow. So,
is there really?
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay.
Yeah, that's fun. I also watched The Order with Jude Law. Oh man, I'm so glad I watched this film because I watched a really poo film beforehand. Really, really poo film. And then I went into this slow burn. I mean, and it's a slow burn, but all of the best ways. Best comparisons are like films like Wind River. The dark, sleek, gray, beautiful landscapes, but darkness. We have an FBI agent that has a ton of backstory that we're never really told. We just work out through little bits of dialogue, through phone calls. And I love that because the film treats us as we're intelligent. We get to figure out. We still, by the time the credits roll, perfect way to end the movie, by the way. I thought it was a fantastic ending. But by the time the credits roll, I'm like, I still kind of don't know anything about it, but I've managed to piece together from bits of information, and that was enough for me to understand that his character is tortured and broken. He's kind of
Mm-hmm.
lost his family along the way. We see that, he's trying to piece together his life. He's had some harrowing experiences. There's a time when, like a moment where he has his shirt off, we see a scar in him that like adds weight to it. So that it just continues building. But at the core of it is this. It's like they were taking the scary MacGuffin in America of like the Ku Klux Klan and the Nazi, that sort of thing that's used a lot, but then took it in a different way that I wasn't expecting. Like the story is not even almost about one of those cults. It's about one of those cults offshoots that gets up to something, which makes it kind of like a modern Western,
Mm-hmm.
which I really enjoyed. It's gritty, it's very real in the worst way. There's a moment in the film where I sat up and went, no, because I mostly hate everybody that's in the film, but
Yes.
there's one particular person that I really loved, and I was just like, are you serious? So yeah, I thought this is great. I'll definitely watch it again. It'll maybe in a couple of years because it's slow. It is slow, but it builds in the best way. But it's also not a happy movie. So I mean, it ends great and it has a good story,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not. It's like it's always there. That tone, that theme.
We saw that as a mystery movie, and
Oh, at the cinema,
huge,
nice.
yes, hugely surprised. Like as we were driving there, we saw on Reddit from the people on the East Coast who had obviously seen it earlier,
Yeah.
were posting what the movie was,
Right.
and I was like, I don't even know what this is. I've never heard of this.
Right.
No, basically no marketing at all for it, and yeah, the intensity of the slow storytelling
Yeah.
was, and again, Nicholas Holt, Jude Law,
my
Ty
gosh.
Sheridan.
Loved that Nicholas Colt did this. Because we normally see him either hero, anti-hero, but when he does things outside of what he almost got typecast into, we see that he's able to carry weight and gravitas in ways, in uncomfortable ways, which is great because it just shows that he has range. I love the fact when you get to see actors play in playgrounds with emotions and characters and bits where they don't get to usually play. We get to see what the skill that they've been able to, either the directors pulled from them, but from whatever life experience that they've brought, their characters able to convey a certain amount of weight. And I'm going to be using all the same words for the film that we watched together this week.
Nice. Yes, I really enjoyed the order also. I have one more, and I'm going to put it in my poo section, even though it's not poo by any means. This is just the last one. No, I'm sorry. I have two more. No, I'm not. Don't listen to me. This is definitely on the best thing I watched this week also. It's A Complete Unknown.
Yes.
I've been looking forward to this one. I mean, that's not really a secret there. The Bob Dylan story, which I'm not a Bob Dylan fan. Okay, I think that's probably the biggest maybe surprise in this. Timothée Chalamet as Bob Dylan is phenomenal. But then you also have Edward Norton, who is spectacular in this. Elle Fanning does a great job. Monica Barbaro as Joan Baez. Both her and, if I'm not mistaken, Edward Norton also and Timothée Chalamet all do their own singing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's unfair.
Wow.
When God was like dishing out the talent,
yeah,
could have given a few of us.
And let me tell you, Monica Barbaro, I was like I was surprised. I mean, she's great, but this movie, I think, has the potential to disappoint a lot of people.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because This is not your regular biographical picture. Okay.
Well, okay.
Normally, when you have those, you get a lot of information on the subject, right?
Right.
You know, it's telling their story. Well, this is called A Complete Unknown, and it's based off of a novel called Dylan Goes Electric, which is only this very small chunk of his musical career.
Okay.
But because it's also a complete unknown as the title, he remains a complete unknown to us. We don't know much about him. We see what
So it's not a biopic.
it's yes and no. Because it's telling his story, and we're watching him from where he began kind of musically, like when he not began like from childhood, but began where he meets Woody Guthrie and Pete Seeger, and basically that jumpstarts his career, gives him that go. So from that point till a fateful, where was it at? Newport Folk Festival. So it's just a couple of years, just a handful of years there. And so we watch him write, we watch him record, we watch him change and morph within his style and his sound. But he will also talk, people ask him, tell me about your past or whatever. And he's like, what does it matter? My past is who I am now, or whatever I want it to be. Right. And so he is that complete unknown, but everybody else is also. All of the other characters we don't get a ton of background on any of them. And while that, I think some people will be disappointed by, it also falls right in line with that. So we're just watching this musical what's the word I want? Not a production, progression of these characters and what they go through, how the times change, how they interact with each other, and how Dylan ultimately takes on the role of rebel and embodies that. Boyd Holbrook plays Johnny Cash. Do you like how I did the guitar so I could remember Johnny Cash? He was great.
Yes, but we've already got an amazing Johnny Cash movie. Sorry.
By James Mangold, though, who also directed this. So I'm fine with Boyd Holbrook doing.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay. Yeah. So it's and he's not in it a lot. But he's, the small snippets does really well. And the Joaquin version, Walk the Line, that is definitely Johnny's story with June. And we don't even see June in this. We just hear about her and stuff. So he's very periphery.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite biopic, the Walk the Line.
So good. That is like so good.
Yeah.
This was awesome. And as somebody who, again, not a fan of Bob Dylan, I can appreciate his music, but it's not something I seek out and stuff.
Yeah.
I was digging all of the music. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Yeah.
So for people that love the music, you think they'll love it even more?
I think so, because Chalamet does a really good job of embodying the voice. Bob Dylan is very unique in his delivery.
Yeah.
And Chalamet does a great job of capturing that. For me, outside of right at the very beginning, he just disappeared and became Bob Dylan. I didn't see. Yeah. So
he's doing well, old Chalamet. Chalamet. Yeah.
So yeah, I would, if you like dramas, definitely excellent. Funny enough, this is longer than Nosferatu and felt shorter.
That's telling. That's okay.
So
that's very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Nice.
Cool. Should we go to
Should we carry on?
Oh, no, yeah, we can carry on if you want.
Yeah, let's carry on and talk about our poo, and then we'll come back and talk about the thing we watched together.
Yeah.
After the chat. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
What you got?
So my poo was Y2K. I don't know why. Because, okay, so look, you and I differ on a lot of
Sure,
movies and TV
sure.
series because I generally like the American stuff and you don't. And I like bad CGI fests movies that I often don't see that the CGI is that bad. I just go, that's cool. That's fun. I like heroes winning in the end. I don't like the bleak and dark, crappy stuff. I say crappy stuff like that's so subjective. That's so telling where I'm at. Just give me the good stuff. I want the hero to win. I don't mind them going through hard stuff during the film, but if they win at the end, I'm like, yay, good, we're out. Because I live in a life where
Yes.
Trump is going to be president again.
Yeah, but I
so
live here, so
yeah,
just
yeah, exactly. I'm amazed. So I thought, you know what, Y2K nostalgia.
Mhm.
It's the what if movie if technology took over. That sounds fantastic.
right.
I like some of the actors. I don't have the same issue as you do with one dude
Oh,
who
yeah, Jaden Martell.
Jaden Martell.
Can't stand
But I
him.
gotta say, there was only one character I liked in this movie, and he was killed off at the beginning. And I was also concerned for his health because he's a large fellow, but he's even larger this time around.
Yeah.
The fellow that I liked. So I was like, dude, as a big dude, I'm a little worried for you. Saying that, this film is crap. Like
Dog shit.
it gives poo a bad name.
It does.
The dialogue is crap. The idea of the movie started out as good, but suspending your disbelief, I did that, and I did that some more, and then I was just like, honestly, my wife's response to the one scene where she goes, "How long is the guy's penis?" Because there's no way the blender can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the blades are at the base. That's where it's due. Oh, well done, dude. Size of a whale. Like there are moments that are just so stupid. Okay, so technology taking over Skynet sort of thing. I kind of like the gimmicky look of like the some of the robots that
Mm-hmm.
how they put themselves together makes no sense. How the wires move makes no sense. Okay, we're going nostalgia. That could have worked even if it went back to like the 80s, perhaps. But we're doing the Y2K bug. Dialogue is crap. The acting is awful. And I hated everyone. Like I wanted them all to die. And the nostalgia worked for about 2 minutes until, like you said, every music track ever from the 90s. And then they were like, it was so funny. There's this party where the camera goes to one scene and it's like this click with this soundtrack. And then it goes to another scene, this click with this. And I didn't care. Like, so, okay, Y2K, I get it. That's the setting. Give me a half decent story, and then I'll be invested in the characters for when the shit hits the fan and it's all tongue in cheek. And this film takes itself way too seriously for what the film is. It's just like, who is this film for? Because the people that went through Y2K will say, well, for one thing, we didn't speak like that, we didn't act like that. The nostalgia is there with the gadgets and the things. That's cool, but also no. This is this is like what somebody wrote the script now, thinking what Y2K was like, and took some stuff from the millennium. There wasn't even good nostalgia. There were so many other nostalgic things that they could have used with technology that would have worked so much better and made more sense. I felt like a 2-year-old had written the script and then gone, yeah, that's good. First draft. And someone gave them some money and they were drunk at a Christmas party and they signed off, and that's how it got greenlit. Because honestly, what the hell?
The scenes drag out way too long. And not even to the point of absurdity where it's mildly humorous, it's stupid, and then it's funny. No, it's stupid, and then it's more stupid, and
Yeah,
it
no,
never.
this film sucked ass. Like
Yeah, I was so
I
pissed that we saw this in the theater.
I'm upset that this movie got made and other films didn't, even though I
Yes.
don't know that those films, they don't exist yet. But there are other creators out there that probably have a similar script that could have come back with decent dialogue at least. Just please, just have gone over the scripting dialogue one more time, just to make it slightly realistic or enjoyable to listen to.
I don't understand how can you make all of your characters so unlikable?
All of them, all of
And
them.
then the supposed love interest, that you know what I mean, like the hot girl and the geeky kid.
The hot
I,
girl she was so superficial, and she was like in all the wrong guys. She never had any redeeming moments. The best friend that dies along the way, sorry for spoilers, like it was like, oh, you're dead now, sorry, and moves along. Like there's no, ah,
yeah,
no.
no, the movie, and I was willing to look over so much of the wonky CGI. So much, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I,
exactly. Yeah.
once when I saw the trailer, first off, I rolled my eyes at the beginning because I was like, "Oh, seriously, we're doing Y2K? This is ugh." But then the machine started attacking people, and I'm like, "Okay, you have my attention. This might
Mm,
be fun because
yeah.
this is going." Okay, yeah, like you said, wires moving. How do they attach themselves? I don't know. I don't care. That doesn't make any sense. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? A Tamagotchi with a drill. Sweet. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's
Um,
do it. Yeah.
I am fully on board for that level of ridiculousness. I don't need to know how they did it to get themselves built that way. It's just happening. But that was the most interesting part of the entire movie, and that was done poorly.
Yeah. It was done poorly, and it took too long to get to that part, which means we have to sit through 35, 40 minutes of story building that didn't really endear any of the characters,
No,
so we couldn't wait for them. I was waiting for this movie to be over. I didn't even care when characters were dying, like at all. Like,
no,
cool.
no. Yeah,
I am angry. I watched this. I was watching it, and I was hate watching while I was watching it.
hmm
It just, uh,
I completely agree.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, mine is not poo. Okay.
Okay.
This is I just can't put it in the absolute best thing I watched, even though, well, I could probably. Um, it came to streaming, I think, yesterday.
Mm.
Um, it's called Nightbitch with Amy Adams.
Oh my gosh, this is on my list. Is it on streaming?
It came to Hulu just yesterday. Like
What
it
the
was,
heck?
yeah, I saw people reviewing it and seeing it like in early December, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the crap,
Yeah.
And everywhere around me, nobody was playing it. Even the art house theater was not
Yeah.
playing it.
Yeah, I looked. Wasn't anywhere near me.
Yeah. So you have this, it's basically telling the story of a woman, Amy Adams, who is a mom, and she pauses her life basically to be the stay-at-home mom. She was
Yeah.
an artist.
Yeah.
She and going through the monotony of day to day, she begins to take on a transformation.
Mm.
And in the trailer, it shows her like becoming a dog. Now, it might sound like this is the Shaggy DA or something like that. There are some moments in this that are they're okay. The CGI is a little weird.
Mm.
The story itself, though, I really think that it's going to resonate way more with moms
Mm.
than it is with any guy. Just
Okay.
just because of the circumstances here. Not saying that guys cannot watch this, cannot enjoy it, cannot internalize what's going on, because there are a bunch of different messages going on in this movie, and
Okay.
they're all done pretty well, very pointed,
Mm.
without being preachy. That's the other thing. Like they're exacting. Maybe that's the better word to say. That so we watch her, and I love it too because she doesn't have a name. Amy Adams is just mother.
Oh, really? That's
Scoot
interesting.
McNairy, who plays her husband, is just husband.
Interesting.
Their kid is son or
Okay.
baby. I mean, that's
Right.
they're not. They
So
don't
it's a
have
way
names.
that we put our own names and perspectives, like while you're watching that.
Yes, the people that they come in contact with all have names.
Yeah, interesting.
So
Okay.
yeah, and I mean, some of these people you just want to strangle. Like it like because she's an artist, you know,
Mm.
putter, and she goes at one point to a dinner with all of her college friends who are also artists. Think of the most pretentious conversations you could ever have, and that's what's going on here. And her in the middle of this is hard to watch, and yet you can't take your eyes off of it either.
So, because it's called Nightbitch, I mean, I'm guessing it's a play on the female dog,
Yes.
but is there violence?
Yes,
Okay.
there is.
Not. It's not horror.
It is not a horror. No, this is a dramatic dark comedy.
Right.
And I mean the dark comedy emphasis on the dark part.
Right.
It
This
is
is not laugh out loud. This is.
it well no, there is some laugh out loud parts, but it's not.
Okay.
You have to be of a certain ilk, I think. I laughed out loud. I thought there were portions of it that are funny, and they're definitely like they skewer in that
So,
odd
another
way
life,
there.
you were hysterical, and yeah.
Another life. What do you mean another life? Um, it. I love the message that it has, especially that it takes on over the course of the story, because we watch this massive character growth happen within Amy Adams, but also those around her, and it's almost crazy making at points watching this, but that's exactly what she's going through. So
Okay.
the editing in some of this is so quick but done so well that it's repetitive, and it gets you in a very short period of time to understand how monotonous and same her days are, that they just bleed from one to the next. And it is, get up, cook some breakfast, do this, do this, do this, get up, cook breakfast, do this, do that. You know what I mean? Like exactly, just maybe changing clothes, maybe not, and it hits all of those points that a lot of new moms go through, or dads, maybe single dads too. I don't know, but it does not have a very high rating on IMDb.
Seriously. Oh.
Yeah, and I can see this movie getting a lot of hate from men because it is very female centric.
Right.
It is women also calling out some of the shit that guys pull. I mean, I remember.
But if you've got, I would say the reflection is on self, isn't it? Because
Oh, absolutely.
if you get butthurt by watching something, then there's something you need to work on in yourself.
Absolutely. We had, when our kids were born, we had some other friends, acquaintances that also had kids right around that same time. And we were about the same age also. And it blew my mind at how trepidatious these other women were to leave their kids at home with their husband. That they couldn't go through a lunch without getting several phone calls from the husband. How do I do this? What do I do? Any of these things. Or that you would hear also that the moms never got any time because the dads were always doing their own thing and just basically abandoning the mom to do this 24/7. And as somebody who still worked, and my wife was a stay-at-home mom, I took advantage, you know what I mean, of feedings, of time, of giving her the time off when we could.
That
And everything
formula
else.
only worked when the men used to go hunting to get the food. right?
Seriously, right?
That's how old that formula is.
Yeah. And so it baffled me, made me shake my head, made me mad, and made me laugh at how pathetic these guys were who you don't know how to change a diaper. Have you not figured it out? Your wife will show you how to do it if you don't know how. Because guess what? I had never changed a diaper before I had our kids. So, but I learned and I knew how to feed them. But you know what I mean? Like
You want to have your kids shit on you once, and you'll learn quick.
well, yeah. And you also learn, especially if they have penises, that you cover it up while you're, yeah, exactly. Because there's something about that free air that they just like to go.
Yay!
But anyway, the movie, I think it was so well made. It has, again, it's not a preachy movie, even though it has a very clear, strongly presented message. And it's not hating on men by any means. Again, I think to echo your point, if you walk away from this feeling that the movie is hating on men, you have some serious work to do in your own life, because this is a woman figuring herself out. You know what I mean? Like trying to figure out how to reclaim what she feels she has lost or given up, put on hold, whatever all of that is. And Amy Adams she is awesome. And you look at her, and she put on weight for the role. And I mean, she doesn't look terrible by any means, but there are vulnerable moments where she like lifts up her shirt so that you can see some things. Yeah. She looks like a mom. You know what I mean? She does not have the fit, taut body. Okay, whatever. That, you know what I mean? You also look at what she does every day, and it's kind of hard for her to get that because she has no time away.
When does she have a 4-hour routine for gym every day? Yeah,
exactly. Even an hour. You know what I mean? This kid is a toddler. So so it was just, I was impressed that she was vulnerable to do that, in this role. She's a great actress no matter what. So but she nailed this role. So it's on Hulu in the US.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely watch that. Sounds great.
Cool.
Do you want to do a time code and go to the comments?
Yes.
Let me scroll up.
I did a time code. I got it. Okay. I got it. Okay. Bunny Dojo, watch The Invisible Raptor.
Yeah. I know it's stupid, but it's fun, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh, I can't wait to see it. Carry On was good. Oh, Ella, and I just talked about Nightbitch. That's funny. Not going to be, and not as good. Okay, I can respect that. The series Edge of Sleep got a little weird, but good. I actually started that, and then I turned it off because I realized it was a YouTuber who was starring in it and producing it and all that, and I was just like, no.
Nah. Yeah. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I haven't watched any of Mr. Beast's Prime Video thing. I couldn't.
Oh, yes. I don't watch any of his stuff.
Huge series. Cost $100 million.
Good Lord. Well, when you have that many subscribers, though, and the money So, okay. Crochet a while and listen. Watch Carry On. Awesome. Scrooged. I love that. Murder in a Small Town Season 1.
What's that thing?
I don't know.
What's that thing, Precious?
Murder. It's on Hulu. Okay. Carl Ulberg moves to a quiet coastal town to soothe a psyche that has been battered by big city police work. Finds himself needing to call upon all his skills to solve the murders that continue to wash up on his shore.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Nice
I might give that.
It's Lana from Smallville. Okay.
It's American, it looks, so I am a little hesitant there.
Prejudice.
But I am very much so. Yes. But Crochet Wild and Listen likes it, so she's got good recommendations. So we'll go on that.
I agree. Okay.
Okay. Niket saw Juror 2. Good film. Have seen it. Yes, I have.
I'm going to wait a while.
Good idea. 12 Angry Men is way better, even though this is similar and different all at the same time. 12 Angry Men is much better. We'll just go with that. Love season 1, but very disappointed with season 2. Thought time period was a character in itself, so the move to modern day took away
Mm.
some of what made the show special. What are
Wong
we talking?
Swank? Wong,
Oh,
Wong Swank?
okay, okay. And then the story was not as good, with a lot of plot holes, things left unexplained, felt
Mm.
rushed. That's unfortunate.
But Bernie, did it still have the really cool monster? That was my favorite thing. Was like
Oh,
the
there was the
horror
one
mayhem.
that came from like
Yeah,
their
the
fingers or from their
tentacles.
yeah, the
It's great.
okay. Yeah, that was nasty.
Mm.
What did we think of Elvis? With what's his face?
Eh,
I liked it. I thought I really enjoyed Baz Luhrmann's take on that.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's good. I think it's just not generally a film or films that I don't really like biopics.
Mm,
So I'm always amazed when one really stands out to me, like Walk the Line. Yeah.
sure. Okay. Timothée Chalamet sang great in Wonka. What I watched, I was fine with. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just turned it off.
I can't remember it. I know I've seen it.
I think you liked it.
Did I? Cool.
Yeah. We shut off Beetlejuice halfway through.
I did that too.
I was in a screening for it as it was press, so I couldn't walk out, but I wanted
Can you
to.
switch this off, please?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Best movies. Infested. Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Disgusting film. I hate
That was
that film. I love
grossly
it.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. The Last Straw. I don't know if I've seen that. I don't know what it is. At least it doesn't.
Sounds like my mother. This is the last straw.
Is that there's a couple that well, there's several that are called that. One from 22 from 2023 and one from 2014. So I don't know. The Inheritance. That one also sounds familiar.
It's definitely
2024 Oh well, but there's also a 2023. So and 2020. So I don't know. With these, you're gonna have to give us a year, Ella,
Yeah,
because I don't
there's
know
so many
which.
films named the same thing.
Yeah, that's weird. Labyrinth from 2012, or is it Labyrinth 2012? I don't know. And then tomorrow, I haven't seen that one either, though. But then tomorrow, last episode of Earth Abides. So we'll be binging that. Awesome.
Oh, they're all out now.
It's a short. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
limited
really?
series type thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I can get to watch that then.
yeah.
Nice.
Camp Pleasant Lake.
I've seen Lake Placid.
This is from 2024. Jonathan Lipnicki.
Great name.
The human head weighs 8 pounds. Birds and bees are the only animals that can smell fear.
A couple breathes life into a new camp on an old campsite, connecting them to chilling past that unravels a 20-year-old mystery involving a missing girl. Okay.
The trailer that's playing with on IMDb looks no, I'm
It
not going to watch
looks
that.
like a student film.
Yes. Oh, Crochet a while and listen, you're killing me here.
What?
Poo of the week was Better Watch Out.
Oh no!
Oh, that
You've
is a
said the
yearly
thing.
watch for me.
You said the
Oh,
thing.
oh, I love that movie because it's just so devious and I hate the kids so much.
Is that the one with the weird snow worms? That's
No.
Krampus. Yeah.
Yeah, Better Watch Out is the one where the girl goes and babysits and the kid is a psychopath.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Pooh this week for Mr. Flickster, Frosty Returns. And yes, that's a thing. Oh, okay. Let's see. Ella's saying that first season Terror is so good. Been wondering about season 2. Oh, okay. So yeah. I can't answer that. Nightbitch is not streaming in Canada until the 25th of January. Holy crap.
Oh,
So it may not be available for you either then, Ruben. I don't know.
Might not, but VPN exists, so.
It does. There you go. Had to mute for a bit for a phone call. I have a feeling we were talking about Nightbitch because of weaponized incompetence.
Nice.
Oh, the guys that did talk to me were I'm
We're
confused on
YouTubers.
this.
Oh, because you were talking about you weren't watching one of the, you didn't carry on watching one of the films because the guy was a YouTuber, but the guys that did talk to me are YouTubers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's just saying, just saying.
Yeah. Squid Game season 2. Igor, Ruben has. I am not quite done with it. Ends on a cliffhanger, apparently.
It does, massive. Yeah.
Murder in a Small Town, cozy romance mystery type. New murder every episode. Well, I am all about the murder, so. Trial movies. Anatomy of a Murder from 1959. Oh gosh, Anatomy. I'm trying to remember.
What was 1959 like, Chris?
Shut up. I don't know. I'm not that old. Oh, I don't know if I've seen this.
Surprised. Oh, we like him.
Yeah, I thought I had seen it, but I don't think
great.
I've seen it. Who is he? Jimmy Stewart?
Jimmy Stewart, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but no, it's got a great cast. So I don't. I'm gonna have to.
This is going on the list for sure.
Yeah.
Do you recommend it? Not without singing the blues.
I have not seen it yet. It's 2 hours and 41 minutes. That's why I have not started it yet.
Oh, that is
That's
a long for them then as well.
Yeah. Trial movies aren't your favorite. There are good ones for sure. Yeah. And again, like Ruben just watched recently, 12 Angry Men.
Yeah.
What We Do in the Shadows just ended.
Yeah. Like 5 or 6 seasons or something ridiculous.
Yeah. Matt Berry. Just a genius of our time. I have not watched Toast of London, though.
But the IT crowd, we watched the last episode. I don't know that I've ever watched the last episode. Like, I've always kind of restarted because the last episode is the feature. It's like season 5 and it's one episode.
I think I've seen it once, and I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I.
No, I was like, I don't like this ending. Stop it. And so we went back to watch the beginning.
Matthew, okay. Bloody Axe Wound, I have not seen yet. Have you seen that yet? Came out yesterday, limited.
Oh.
Fire Inside is enjoyable. I saw that about a month ago. And inspiring sports story, underdog, about the first female let's see here. How's the best way to say it? First U.S. female gold winner boxer, or maybe even first female U.S. boxer, and then also gold winner, and also first U.S. female to win back-to-back. I don't know. Something else. There was another fact in there, back-to-back golds or something like that. Ryan Destiny and Brian Tyree Henry are great together. They have a really good dynamic that is tumultuous and fatherly and feels real, but also like very, there's a lot of love that's in there from a platonic standpoint. I mean, I don't want you to think that it's like some weird, because he's much older than she is, but yeah.
Okay, so I've just... No, Karen, go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, Bloody Axe Wound. I've got to watch this movie. This looks great. This looks good.
Yeah, it's only playing limited here, and so then I think it's going to come to streaming later.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan as well.
Yes.
Like you have a crush on Idris. Jeffrey is my...
Is your man crush? Okay. Anatomy of a Fall. Ruben, did you see that one?
Yes, it's good, and I hate it.
I came to it very, very late. Loved it and won't watch it again.
Yeah, it's 100% that film. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Hereditary, Chris.
That's unfortunate. Squid Game seasons 2 and 3, pretty much one season. Should have said to be continued at the end.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
It is coming, like, I might as well say this year because this year's almost done. So
Sure.
it's coming in 2025, and I don't think it'll be, because it's all filmed, so they're just got to do like any CGI, you know, all that kind of post-production stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthews got us. Oh, yep, on Bloody Axe. I think there, Bloody Axe Wound. Anatomy of a Murder is classic, suspenseful, sweet. Anatomy of a Fall is meant to be seen like a regular true crime trial on court TV. In real life, we also don't know the guilt or innocence. Yep, regardless of the verdict. Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
Last Straw. Okay, Ella's telling us. Last Straw is 2023 movie that's in a diner. Okay. So let's see here. Looks like, is that Sophie? Oh, maybe not. No, I have not seen this one. Yeah, I don't know. It's on AMC Plus, so I can watch it. So maybe check that out. Inheritance is 2024.
Okay. So what's the one we were looking at, I think?
With Peyton List.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. No, I've not seen that one. That one's on Hulu. Written by Joe Russo.
Ah.
So I don't know.
It's a Russo film.
Yeah, and then 2012 historical adventure movie Labyrinth. Okay, let's see here.
We've gotten some interesting. John Hurt when he was alive.
Oh wow, a mini series, 2 episodes. It's on Freevee and Prime.
Okay.
They search out the Holy Grail. Huh. Yeah, that
looks very TV.
Is that what's her name?
What's up, Brockett?
Yes, wait. Vanessa Kirby. It is.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, Sebastian Stan is in this.
Yeah, this is before they were like stars.
Yeah, Tony Curran, Tom Felton's in it.
What is this?
Wow.
Labyrinth.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Any word on Heart Eyes? Isn't it coming out like February? Maybe late January?
If you stare at hearts too long, is that what it is?
Yes.
Cool. I've never heard of that. What's Heart Eyes?
It's a horror. With I saw a trailer in one of the movies that I don't know. It looks like it could be.
It's directed by Josh Ruben.
I don't know who that is.
It's got the name Ruben in it.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Then reason enough to see it.
Be great.
Yes. Bunny Dojo agreeing about Squid Game. Should have said part 1. Didn't know that and was upset at the time. Said I really enjoyed it. Great characters in different, especially episodes 4 and 5. Okay.
Werewolves Within, directed by Josh Ruben.
Ooh, I like Werewolves Within.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great movie.
Yep.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. All right. Naveen, hey, happy holidays to you too. Thank you. Appreciate the words of encouragement. Glad you're here. Let's see here. The Inheritance from 2020 stars Simon Pegg as a guy that was kidnapped. Oh. Is that the same one? No, that's a different one than the Peyton List.
Watching season 1 of Doctor Who, which we finished now. We're on season 2.
That's Christopher Eccleston, right?
Yeah, Christopher Simon Pegg is a bad guy with like bleached blonde hair in it. Yeah, I totally forgotten he's in it. Yeah,
I didn't remember that either. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll have to go back and watch that episode.
It's funny. I was like, Simon Pegg, what are you doing in this?
The movie Diner is on my winter watch list this year. Here it's a bit of a classic for boys. Oh, that's got from 1982. Yeah, Mickey Rourke, Steve Guttenberg, Kevin Bacon, Daniel Stern, Tim Daly. Wow, Paul Reiser.
Wow.
Yeah, I've not seen this, but heard good things about it. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my place here. If it's got the name Ruben, it must be good. So there you go. Mr.
Exactly.
Flickster's got your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the film we
Yes.
watched together?
Yes. Let's come back to that. Let me write a check. Okay, go ahead.
Small Things Like These is a film that both Chris and I wanted to watch at the cinema, but wasn't playing locally. And it kind of came and went, and now it's on digital. So if you want to rent it, I knew it was going to be good. I didn't know how good it was going to be. Like, honestly, I thought this was fantastic. It's a very dark, depressing story about 1985. So it's so weird because it feels like it's much older, this film. When you watch it, the clothing, the way they're dressed, you think maybe this is like it could be 60s, even earlier than that, but then you have like the cars and the windows and you're like, oh, but a lot of it is in like alleyways. You have the houses that are like cold and gray, all in Ireland somewhere. And you have this dad who has 5 daughters, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, his sperm shoots one way. It's got daughters. And he's a very, very hardworking man. They showcase that, like, it takes 2 men to load 1 sack of coal onto his truck, which he then unloads by himself. And that's what he does all day, every day. And you see the weight of it, like as he's packing up. So it's all slow and deliberate. But on his route, he goes to what is known as one of the Magdalene convents, homes, whatever you want to call it, sweatshops. And he sees something that disturbs him. And then from there on, it's kind of the unraveling and the breaking down of a man that has an interesting past that we see through flashbacks. And him, I mean, it's a great moral dilemma of the right thing is never easy to do, but you should always do it. But if the right thing puts those that you know in harm, should you do the right thing? It's a massive wrestling of people telling him he shouldn't be doing this thing. You should leave it alone because those that you love could be put in jeopardy, like in direct harm's way. And I thought that which was really interesting. Like, I love to hate certain characters in this, easily. I love the fact that we don't see a lot. There's quick shots of the Magdalene convent place as just passing. There's beautiful shots of where the camera will follow our character along the shop windows, and it won't cut. It'll just pan slightly, and he'll keep walking down. Beautifully lit, darkly depressing in the best way. Cillian, like, talk about carrying emotion by showing, like, with ease. Never before have I seen a family that has felt so real, like really, really, like his daughters, each one uniquely different characters, just around the table, doing life, and the way they interact with each other. Like, it's so easy to forget, oh yeah, this is a film I'm watching. You are just like along the journey of what's happening to this guy as he experiences something quite dark and horrible. I'll let you talk now.
This, as I was watching it from the filmmaking standpoint, it reminded me of Conclave.
I see that.
The
Yeah.
the long, just patient shots that we get that are really just allowing us to be sucked in to the
Mm.
scene, whether it's him scrubbing the coal off of his hands in the
Oh
sink,
my gosh. Yeah.
to him, like that first time that he comes home, and you're right, you see him walking and walking and walking and walking, and then he comes into his house, he locks the door, he goes, he takes off his jacket, he takes off his hat, shoves it into his pocket, goes into the bathroom, takes out his kit that has soap and the brush in there, you know what I mean, plugs the sink. I mean, it's all very deliberate and it's all
Mm.
very routine.
Mm.
And so, he's doing it just, he's just going about it. Like there's
Yeah.
no rush to it. There's no slowness to it either. I mean, this is just what he's doing,
Just fine. Yeah.
and yet it's riveting to watch because we're getting to see how this guy goes about his life. And he walks in from being outside where it is raining and dark and everything to a chaotic home.
Yeah.
I mean, it is 5 girls sitting around the table, all talking about their homework
Yeah.
and doing their homework. And it's like, for me, it was overwhelming. I
Yeah.
mean, it was like just way too stimulating. You know what I mean? Like, it was
Yeah.
like, ah.
It's a lot.
And-
Yeah.
And he sits down and he has his dinner. And, I mean, it's just, it gives you that insight, like you said, into his life.
Mm.
And Killian is quiet through so much of this.
Oh, and
Like-
places I really wanted him to be a bit more rough. He's still just. It almost feels like he's broken down, like he's been pushed down by life.
Well, and it shows you when he gets to the interactions at the convent, because we've heard things from, and throughout the movie, we get different little conversations. Good Lord, they're the mafia.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, the weight and the power and the fear that comes
Yeah.
with this. And then you see also just the religious baggage
Yeah.
that he has been brought up around. Not necessarily that he was in the convent ever or anything else, but just the fact that they have such a pull within the community and their hand in everything,
Yeah.
that as a grown-ass man, he's sitting there trembling before the mother.
Yeah.
And like, you're like, what in the crap? And Emily Watson, good God, talk about
Fantastic.
like an Umbridge character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I was blown away by this because once he sees something and it starts to unlock things in his brain and in his memory, and he starts to have this wave of emotion coming over him, the intensity from there is like nonstop.
Yeah.
And yet it is so slow.
Yeah.
Like it's just patiently building and building and building. But at no point is it ever letting up because we watch him not be able to sleep, haunted by memories, understanding where this weight on him is coming from his past, and the conversations that he has with his wife, with his daughter, even at one point, the one who works at his shop. I mean, I'm not sure I'll ever watch this again because it was just so heavy on my soul as I watch it. Because, I mean, I love dark and murderous movies. This one made me want to murder, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, this was so real, right?
Yes, and the quiet compassion and love that comes from him, and the patience that he has, it was like I was blown away because as we get towards the end, there's a series of scenes where we watch him just if you follow what the religious beliefs of the Bible would be, you care for the poor, for the least of these, all of these things.
Mm.
The ones who purport to do that, who are supposedly the experts in that,
Mm.
are at odds with what should be. And here
Yeah.
you have this guy who is just going throughout life and basically about to tank his entire life if things go wrong.
Mm.
It has the potential for that, and yet he's embodying all of these just absolutely beautiful principles, and the love, the care that was extended to him at one point weaves through his life then and how he approaches others.
Yeah.
Um, I wow.
And it's based on the Magdalene, I say sweatshops, but they were basically like laundromats where they would get all the laundry for armed services, police, schools, and they worked for free, didn't get any money ever, and those that did get to leave were sent with only their clothes on their back, had no money, no food, no trade. They weren't taught anything. They were only doing laundry. So it was a big fat lie. They were basically worse off than if they were in prison, because in prison you could at least teach yourself stuff. You can get books. There's even trades, even back then, which is not that long ago. So and this only finished, the last one, in 96.
The other horrifying thing though that goes along with that is these women were the ones who were married out of or who were pregnant out of wedlock.
Yeah.
And their babies were taken from them.
Yep.
So
And
it's not even like
the
they were
story of
just
what happened to the babies as well is very dark. So.
yeah, but it's not even like they were just there and forced to work.
It's so much worse. They were there for they're trying to get some help.
Well, no, they weren't trying to get some help. Their families abandoned them. I mean, that's where you went because
took
your
them
children
there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Your family abandoned you there because of the shame of having somebody who was pregnant out of wedlock. I mean, that's what, and you have that entire conversation between Killian and his wife, and I mean, he gets snappy at one point because it's just like, wow, yeah. And he pointed, if it were our daughters, would you, but it can't be,
leave it,
yeah. So.
Yeah. Fantastic film. Very, very dark subject matter. Yeah.
Yeah. On demand. Rent it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I loved it. It was great.
It was. I'm glad you chose this one because this was outstanding. All right. Should we go back to the chat for a minute?
Let's talk about what we're looking forward to, and then we can wrap up with the chat.
Okay.
Is that cool?
That is cool. What you got?
I'm really looking forward to Harlan Coben's Missing. No, I'm not.
Come on. It has Richard Armitage again.
It's got Armitage in it. Armitage. When they're pitching this and they're like, hey, we're doing a Harlan Coben. Does it have Richard Armitage? No, we weren't thinking of Armitage. No, honestly, we weren't thinking of Armitage. We want Richard Armitage. That's the pitch. Oh my gosh.
That's about what it was. I
literally in everything.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything coming out this week at the cinemas? I don't have anything on my calendar that comes out this week. But you know what? In the US at least, let me check the calendar. Tuesday, Wicked comes to digital.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Did you ever watch season 1 of The Rig?
The what?
The Rig. It's a short season, 6 episodes on Prime Video. A mystery. Okay, so the second season of that comes, I think, at the end of the week.
Okay.
So
what's
kind
that
of
on?
looking forward to that. That's Prime Video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that. I mean, there's a Wallace and Gromit movie that's
Yeah,
supposed to be kind of good.
yeah.
That's coming at the end of the
It's
week.
had it's had great reviews.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
word I was looking for. Yeah,
Yeah. The Friday on Netflix. That's.
yeah.
Oh, there is The Damned. Ah, that comes out this week. That's right. I have the screener for that.
Oh yeah, I saw
Oh,
that. Yeah, and I
yeah.
did.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
talked about it before.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
So that's, yeah. There you go.
Very light week, so catch up on everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna go back to chat.
Yes. Got my time code. Okay.
Do it.
Let's see. Can you all remember favorite movies from your childhood, younger days that you first saw in the theater? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the first film I ever saw at the cinema was in Amsterdam, and that was E.T.
Oh,
Mm.
first movie I saw, at least that I remember being the first movie I saw in the theaters, was Raiders of the Lost
Nice.
Ark.
What a
Yeah,
film. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I remember E.T., Ghostbusters, Monster Squad. I mean, there were a bunch
Nice.
of those. That, yeah, yeah. Movies you could watch for the first time again. Ooh. Um,
The Matrix. If I could watch that for the first time again, that would be amazing.
that would be good. Yeah.
Oh, Lord of the Rings. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Yes. But the extended edition, which is the only appropriate edition,
Agreed.
um, in the
At the
theater, because
cinema.
I did see all three
On
of
IMAX.
those last year in the theater. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh. Igor, Nora is absolutely the best film of the year. Not saying it because you were born in Ukraine. um, I enjoyed Nora.
It's a very well made film. Not, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No,
a
I'm
good
not.
movie.
I'm not disagreeing with. Just was waiting to see what you were gonna say.
I say nothing negative towards it.
Oh, okay. So Ruben, yeah, you 10th person like the last couple of days to praise small things like these. So outstanding. Get lost in the shuffle. Society of the Snow was amazing, but the time of year it came out was unfortunate. Yeah, that came out right at the beginning of the year, didn't it? Right at the
Yeah, it did.
something like,
Yeah.
which was weird. Like they buried it.
Mm.
No pun intended, but
Mm.
um,
A lot of films have that stigma as well. Anyone that comes out like in January, people immediately think is crap, so they kind of don't go towards it.
The one that always comes to mind of a wonderful surprise of a January movie was Underwater.
Oh yeah,
Kristen
yeah,
Stewart
there was
one.
like a new Abyss was great.
Yeah.
Loved
Yeah.
it.
Inherit the Wind, Spencer Tracy, about the Scopes Monkey trial, and then Judgment at Nuremberg. I don't know.
Okey-dokey.
I haven't seen.
Both
I don't know
those
if
are not on my list.
I've not seen Inherit the Wind. I know that. Let's see. Valiant One comes out January 1st. The Monster Beneath Us, January 3rd. Some Other Woman, January 3rd also. Let's see. The Damned, yep, January 3rd. Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul.
See, Crochet on my list. She has all the dates.
Yes,
Great.
yes. The movie we watched together, it was Small Things Like These.
I think I just dived into it without saying like
Did you?
what it was. I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
there
Small
you go.
Things Like
Cillian
This.
Murphy.
Yeah.
The Woman in the Wall. Oh,
I remember
that's the
that.
one with Alice Morgan. That's Ruth Wilson, right?
Right. Yes. Disturbing, if I remember
Yes.
correctly.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Flickster's looking forward to The Wolfman. I hope it's going to be good. I just don't
I'm
know.
on the fence with that. Yeah.
I like Julia Garner.
Yes.
And Lee Wanell.
I just feel like they've shown us everything in the trailer.
That has been disappointing, yes. But he's the dude that did Invisible Man. So
True, and that was excellent. So
that was. So I don't.
thanks, Chris.
Yeah. Let's see. Outlander season 7, part 2.
Can't believe that's still going.
I know.
Amazing.
On Call, which is on Prime. The Rookie,
Yes.
which is
Also
ABC
On
and
Call.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Horror's Greatest on Shudder. Okay. Sanctuary, A Witch's Tale, AMC
Yeah.
Plus,
Mhm.
and then The Pit. That's
Yes,
got Noah Wiley.
Those are all titles.
Those are series coming out. Lockerbie. I am looking forward to this one. That is Peacock Plus. I need to make sure I have that on my calendar there. Mayfair Witches, American
Halfway through
Primeval
season 2. Yep.
of Mayfair Witches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, American Primeval on January 9th.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got the
really
screeners. I just haven't
Me
started
too.
it yet.
Yeah. And then The Rig season 2. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing is as good as 12 Angry Men, but they have same vibe because of time. Okay. Yeah.
You're right. Nothing's as good as 12 Angry Men.
Needing recommendations for what to start when you finish Slow Horses. Oh. Are you looking for the same type of
And
feel?
yeah, are you looking for the same thing or something different? Because Supernatural 16 seasons are right there. Just
Luther has 5 seasons in a movie, but you can watch 4 seasons and be fine. It's on Hulu.
and that's
in the
pretty
US.
dark, like Slow Horses. Yeah.
Yeah, different type of storytelling.
It's not comedy. Yeah. Because Slow Horses is like dark comedy, whereas Luther is just dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it has Idris Elba, so
That's not comedy. It's just
no,
chocolate.
but that's just beautiful man right
Yeah.
there. So
Exactly.
JD was not impressed with The Rig. So,
well, then you probably won't be back for season 2.
Probably not.
I'm guessing.
Crochet Wildness, the first movie you ever saw was Westworld. Oh wow.
What, the original one? Wow.
At the drive-in. Oh my
That's
gosh.
cool.
Back of the station wagon. Right on. Enter the Dragon for JD. Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All of done all of Supernatural and Luther. Okay.
Okay. First of all, yes. Firefly. Watch Firefly.
Because that's one season, right? Unfortunately.
One season, one movie. Yeah.
I've seen the movie.
Congratulations to you. Hey, I think I failed as a parent. We were talking about films that just shouldn't have got sequels or remakes.
Yeah.
And actually we talked about Beetlejuice, and it's like, yeah, that was just a waste of space. And I said, just like The New Crow was. And my eldest went, "What's The Crow?" And I was like, "What?" Come again? In my household, you don't know what The Crow is?
Not to throw shade, but Ruben, come on. What's going on there?
I couldn't believe it.
Wow. So you guys going to watch it?
Yeah, that's going to be sorted soon. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. I'm pretty sure it still holds up just as well.
I did see it recently, and it was great. Because I thought I was going to, watch the old one and then, watch the new one, see what they did with it.
No. 100 Years of Solitude. I have started this series. I am partway through it. It is a patient story.
I want to read the book, actually, to be honest. That's why I haven't started it. It's won so many awards, book awards, that I hear. It's one of those, I wonder if, having seen the series, if I get to the book, should I have read the book first, or will I be disappointed? Which way? Yeah.
Yeah, and I would still you would probably want to give it a little bit of space. Either way. Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah. Okay. Amy loves spy series.
If you hadn't just watched, what's the name? I would say watch that. You could watch all of the Mission Impossible movies again.
Ooh.
Spies. Oh, have you seen The Americans? Because that's good.
Oh, I've heard that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, Americans was great.
Um, Lioness.
That's excellent. Season
Uh,
2 is awesome.
The
Probably the best
Diplomat.
thing. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Homeland. The first season. I
Homeland.
don't. I don't.
Um, Jack
The
Ryan.
yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. With Krasinski
Yeah,
on Prime. Yeah.
yeah.
The Recruit. Season 2 is coming
Yes.
very soon. I like
Can't
that
wait.
one.
Yeah, that was
Um,
great.
there's also the Night Agent. I didn't
Yes,
really like that as much, but
I love that.
um, Cleo on Netflix.
Leo, Alias, going old school.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Babylon Berlin. Ooh. German series. It's
Okay.
takes place during World War II. So good. Oh my
24.
gosh. Oh. The Night Manager.
I think you said that already. Did we just go
No,
back in time?
no, I didn't say that.
You said the night manager.
No, I said
Oh, the night agent. My
The
bad.
Night Agent. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
didn't like that very much, even though season
No.
2 is coming out. But Night
Okay.
Manager, supposedly season 2 of that's coming out.
Uh, Andor.
Really? Is that a spy
Yeah.
series?
Yeah.
Okay. Fauda.
Yes.
Fauda.
Valak just keeps getting better.
Um,
And I'm done. Yeah, that's all of
I'm-
my recommendations.
yeah. I mean, there might be something else, but I don't. Yeah. Mr. Flickster, first movie you saw in the theaters was Aladdin. Oh, what a great movie.
Oh, Ali.
40-year-old Virgin was the Virgin, not version, was the first movie Amy saw. I laughed so hard, was crying, and thought I was going to get asked to leave.
What, at the cinema?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That is a funny movie. Yep.
They Live with Roddy. Oh, nice.
Oof. Yeah.
I'm saving up for a mask from that.
They
Expensive
live
one.
mask. Nice.
Yeah, it's an expensive one though. Like it would
Is
be
it?
the most expensive mask I have.
But you have enough.
Nope.
Seeing the Americans is good. You really do like the spy ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Black Doves, The Agency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black Doves was weird. I mean,
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Lioness. Okay. So you finished Lioness. Okay. Done all of Jack Ryan, Homeland, The Night Agent, Diplomat.
Alias. Watch Alias.
There you go. Is The Bureau as bad as they say? I don't know. I don't
I haven't
think
seen The Bureau.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I haven't seen that. I don't think. Okay. All right. Well, friends, reach the end. Yeah. Cool. I'm writing down a time code.
So long. Farewell.
Farewell. I'll be there saying I do. Well, you're not going to continue singing? Oh, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things. Ruben with the Ruby Tuesday. Me, Chris, Movies and Munchies. Don't forget that we do have a Discord. The link is on the screen, but you can't click it, but it is in the description where you can click it. So if you want to, that's all things movie, TV, general nonsense, lots of different channels, threads. I don't even know what they're called in there within that. But thanks to Crochet While and Listen for setting that up for us and helping to keep it going. Don't forget also that we have our Patreon at patreon.com/thebearded ones. It is £1. Over 100 videos in there. I think 110, you said, something like that. It's crazy.
It's about that now.
Yeah. So, there's some outside the paywall. So if you just want to even see what kind of it gets up to there, but it's all sorts of things from movie discussions to watch alongs to weird conversations and drunk reviews and the whole thing. So, definitely join us there. It's got a great little community. We are going to be doing our top 10 movies and series that we are looking forward to in 2025. So that'll be the next one to pop in there. And then we're also going to be talking some Gilmore Girls a little later in the month as well. it's gonna be fun to revisit that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Outside of that, yeah. Hey friends, we will get going. Ty just got here. Hey, Ty. Thanks for joining. I'm sorry that you got us right at the end. Wrapping up. Matthew, what are we going to eat today? I think I'm going to have a burrito. So I'm
whatever
going to
I'm allowed to eat. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to get my eyes checked in just a little bit because my vision has continued to yeah. Getting old sucks. Yeah. So yep. See you in the Discord, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Ella, for mentioning that too. This is our last show of 2024.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. We're grateful that you come and spend some time with us.
Yep. However you spend New Year's. Hope you have a good time.
Yes. We will see you next year. All right. Take care. Bye.